What's going on, everyone? It's Evan with Overly Informed. Today I'm going to be walking you through a complete 5E lesson. The cool part about this product is that it actually includes all of my other products within it, which you'll see here in a second. I'll have timestamps up on the screen, so if you need to skip ahead, feel free to do so. But let's get into it. All right, so starting off here with the 5E lesson plan, I have a huge disclaimer at the top telling you guys that this is not the exact product. This is not the exact topic. This just shows you what you are getting. It's a sample of a 5E lesson plan. This does not include any additional resources. I've had a lot of confusion with this in the past, and I want to make that very, very clear that this is just the lesson plan. So with each lesson plan, you're going to get 3 learning objectives to start off. These are going to be written in, the student will be able to form. Um, the materials list comes next. That's just going to be what you need to execute the lesson. The procedure is going to be obviously the things that you do to execute the lesson. Again, these like the lie detector handout, the vocabulary handout, the real world application, and the quiz. These are all individual products that are listed on my page, but they are not included in the 5E lesson plan. They would be included in the complete lesson. So again, just trying to be as clear as possible with that. To finish up every lesson plan, I just have some options for differentiation. And then I just have some additional notes, things that I think could make the lesson more effective. But yeah, that's a 5E lesson plan. Right, so next we're gonna have the lie detector worksheet. This disclaimer at the top won't be on the lie detectors themselves. This is just for this video, just so you know that it's a sample topic. So we'll have the instructions to start. It's basically a 2 truths and a lie worksheet, if you guys are familiar with that. It's gonna be 3 sets of 3 statements, and 2 of those statements are true, one's gonna be a lie. We're just asking the students to identify the lie. So we're going to have an answer key down here that is going to identify what the lie is and then provide an explanation as to why it is incorrect. I will say 99% of the time, these sets are going to be 2 truths and 1 lie, but there is a sliver of the time where I actually do a set of 3 true statements just to kind of keep students on their toes and not let them get too comfortable. And then to finish up, I just have teacher notes here. This gives the intended purpose of the activity. It gives some possibilities for differentiation. There's an extension activity, a possible discussion, adaptations. But yeah, that's going to be a lie detector worksheet. So next here we have the vocabulary worksheet. Again, this disclaimer is just for the purpose of the video. The instructions are listed here for the students. There's going to be a vocabulary list here of 10 words. Students are going to choose 3 words that they find to be the most intriguing or significant. They're then going to use either a textbook or a laptop or whatever to research the words. They're going to provide a clear definition and explanation of why it's important or how it relates. And then they're going to give a specific example of this word in context. So we have the list, we have space for students to write their answers, and then we have an answer key, which is just the word with its definition, and that just kind of helps you guys make sure that you're on the right track here. And then again, we finish up with teacher notes. This is similar to all of the teacher notes. We have the purpose, we have differentiation, possible extension activities, ways to adapt. The thing that I really want to note here is the incentive. I highly recommend doing this by offering a reward for students who choose a vocabulary word that no one else chose. This kind of is going to encourage students to pick words that maybe they normally wouldn't pick. And that makes this activity a lot better. So again, 10 out of 10 recommend that. That is a vocabulary worksheet. All right, so between the vocabulary worksheet and the real world application worksheet would be a slideshow presentation. I'm not going to go through those because they're all free on my page. So you guys can just go ahead and download whatever topic you need there and give them a look for yourself. All right, so here we have the real world application worksheet. The disclaimer up top here is just for this video. It won't be on every worksheet. We have the instructions here. I'm kind of just gonna walk you through what happens. We start off here with a scenario. This is a real world scenario that relates to the topic. Students will go ahead and read through that. And the idea is they're gonna basically take a stance on what should happen. Pick one side or the other. So I have 5 questions here to consider, and this is just to invoke deeper thought and get the students thinking a little bit more critically about the situation. Um, and then this basically serves as the answer key. This is the possible arguments for both sides. Um, and this is just a great way to make sure your students are on the right track. It's also interesting if they come up with an idea that's not on the answer key. Um, that's really cool too. Um, After the answer key, we have teacher notes again. This just includes the purpose of the activity, um, a possibility for a discussion, and then some possible extension activities. But that's going to be a real world application worksheet. And lastly, here we have the quiz to provide a quick evaluation of where your students are with the topic. Again, this disclaimer is just for this video. It won't be at the top of every quiz. It starts off with the instructions here. Super, super simple. We have a 10 quiz multiple choice question. So multiple choice quiz, I'm sorry. So students will basically just circle the answer that they think is correct. We'll scroll down here through the actual quiz itself. And then to follow up, we just have an answer key. And that just makes grading a lot easier. So yeah, super simple. That's the quiz. So just to recap, I just took you through a complete 5E lesson, and that includes all of the products that we just went through. So you'll have the 5E lesson plan, you'll have the lie detector worksheet and the vocabulary worksheet. The slideshow is technically not included in the bundle, but it is totally free on my store, so that would be part of the complete lesson. You'll have the real world application worksheet and then the quiz. And I'll list that all here on screen for you, but that is what makes up a complete 5E lesson.